Welcome to another session by Flex2B. Since more than a decade and a half, Flex2B has supported web services, or simply SOAP, as the main open connectivity, also known API, to communicate with Flex2B and Flex2B servers. Very recently, we have and we are still opening Flex2B over other API interfaces, such as JSON and REST. To get an overview on the interfaces available and the arguments, please consult the documentation. However, it seems rather early in the process and we might want to get a tool to test our API calls and do some simulations. You can choose your favorite tool, of course, for API testing. We use SOAP UI mainly for our SOAP testing. In the professional version, you can extend SOAP UI for other APIs as well, such as, for instance, REST testing. Now, however, we are now going to use another tool, a tool called Postman. You can download it from the website of Postman itself, which is www.getpostman.com, and install the software. Best way to work with it is to create an account for yourself at Postman, so that your projects later can be synchronized with that internet account. So basically, once downloaded and installed, you can use many words to list, create, update, and delete. There are some pre-reserved verbs, as I call it, to use, such as get and post. These will currently be supported by Flex2B for JSON structures and so on and so on. Again, please consult the documentation, which will be continuously updated. Okay, let's give you now some basic examples on our proof of concept that we just created and see how it works. And basically, we're gonna start with PostUI, which is already running on the background over here. And we're gonna do a get. A get basically will list us some contents. For instance, we type in a get and we will type the URL as we know it. And let's say that we just want to ask all those PDA messages. That's basically enough. We just hit the send button and we get a list back of all the PDA messages that are currently supported. So that's the first thing what we can do. Second of all, and let's now skip some things, that is, we can not only send messages, but we can, or better said, get messages back from the server, but we can also post messages. And so we change the verb to the post verb, and we're gonna address the structure that we mainly want, and we've taken some customers as an example. And basically, because we want to post some things, we also need to make some changes over here. So basically, we need to put something in the body. We're going to say it's a routing, and we are basically going to create a structure, and we know the way we made it. So we say name, and we call it Oryx. We're gonna add some other things, like, for instance, the address, and we say that's the Zonnelaan 29, and we get all node structures as we have defined it. So let's just make it a little bit like this. Basically, you now need to format the data, the form data, towards JSON application JSON, and you will basically see that there was something which was added as a content type over here. So basically what we now can do is, this is a very simple structure, and I can send it and get my results back. So we're gonna send it, and what it will do is it generates me an error. Basically, that can be because we don't have all data filled in which was required. So let's add some fields that we have already created. And I've got something over here. Now the structure might be more complete, and we're going to send it again. And we get everything back. So basically, there would have been some required field that was not filled in. So basically, we posted something and we got it back. It auto-generated a certain number, 104, and it was processed at the server side, and we got our message back. This is basically a brief introduction on Postman and how you can use Postman to do our API testing. Thank you, and we hope to see you and hear from you soon.